guys, Danita here with Platt Family. I have not done a video in a while because I have been so super busy. And let me tell you what I've been busy with. First of all, homeschool is going very well. We are in Christmas break. I'm thrilled. It's Friday. The kids are in Baltimore with their great grandparents, and I'm so happy. I happen to have a little allergy-induced pink eye because we have a new cat. So we already had a cat. Now we have two cats. Awesome. My husband's mother needed a home for her cat. So we have another cat, and she's a cute little thing. She's a Siberian, and she's furry, and she's hyperallergenic because I am allergic to cats. But yesterday I was petting her and forgot, because when I pet her, I don't sneeze, it doesn't bother me at all. But I forgot that I pet her and I scratched my eye. People, my eye was not happy. At any rate, that's where we are right now. So it is, as you can see, our Christmas tree is still up. Can you see it in the background? Well, there she blows. It is the Friday after Christmas, and like I said, homeschool's going really well. So we are busy getting ready for the next like after Christmas sort of half year kind of situation with our homeschooling. I have been listening to a Delectable education podcast and just gobbling that up. I have some great ideas for nature study because I know we need to do better with nature study. I know we do. So I'm going to be trying out some ideas with nature study. One of the ideas that I heard on the podcast, I kind of was inspired by the podcast. I think this was a Delectable education podcast. I want to say it was number 20, maybe, in the podcast. But they talked about, so one of the women on the podcast is blind, and she homeschooled her daughter, and her daughter's grown now. They run a living books library somewhere in America, somewhere out there. And at any rate, of course she had some apprehension about doing nature study because she was blind. But she found that because she was blind, she was constantly asking her kids, I need you to explain that, better. What do you mean it's brown? What kind of brown, So the necessity of being descriptive for her children created in them, it helped with the habit of attention, with really looking at the details. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have the boys describe to one another something that they see in nature and have the other person try to sketch it. So that should be interesting. I also learned something very interesting about nature study, which is that your nature study notebook. Now, maybe you guys know this. I'm just saying I didn't know it. Okay? Y'all know what y'all are doing out there. Y'all are amazing. I'm still trying to get my act together. The nature study notebook is supposed to be written observations more than anything. So you can do your brush art in there, and I got these like brush art pens that you put water in. So you can do your brush art, but it's also supposed to be written observations about what you see out on a nature walk. Gasp. Insert gasp. I don't know what I thought, but my kids have just been drawing. I've been drawing in mine. So at any rate, we're gonna up our nature study game. We're gonna up our nature study situation. I am switching our science curriculum. We were using Apologia, and while I like it, I'm concerned about it because I like it. And I know what about me likes it is the public school teacher in me. The years of public school teaching is what draws me to Apologia as a science curriculum. So I think that we're gonna go with Sabbath school. Gosh, is that how you say that? Sabbath day school, y'all know it. Sabbath day school curriculum for science, because I am part of a Facebook group, and I'm part of a Charlotte Mason middle school, high school Facebook group, and I just reached out and said, what are you guys using for science? And people were talking about that. I have looked at it and researched it, and I'm really happy with it. I really think it's going to be good, and I can definitely make sure that we are following the Charlotte Mason principles and not leaning back into that. Let's do the follow-up questions, The only thing is that I just want to make sure that we're getting our labs done, because my kids love doing those science experiments. So we'll figure that out. We'll get that done. What else? I was just getting ready to say something. What is it, Danita? So I talked about apologia. I talked about nature study. I downloaded some books. Yes, nature study. Some books about naturalists. So we're going to start reading those. I'm excited. I'm really excited about beefing up our nature studies. You know, Charlotte Mason says, why be indoors when you can very rightly be out of doors for any activity? So I'm excited about that. We're in Maryland, so it is cold here today. Not as cold as it could be, but it is cold. It's in the 20s. But while on days when it's okay, we'll bundle up and head out into the world. I heard that getting some rain boots is awesome for that whole situation. So I think that I'm going to get some of those little like rubber rain boots, and we'll just kind of tramp out here and go explore our world. We're still doing Latin. We're still doing Bible geography and history. We're doing ancient history with Simply Charlotte Mason. I am not using that Simply Charlotte Mason organizer. I'm gonna give it another go. I'm paying for it every month, so I'm gonna give it another go. If y'all are using it, please let me know. I find it cumbersome. To put everything in there and organize. I just feel like I'm spending so much time picking over this thing. Oh, I'm sure it's me. Yeah, so if you're using it, let me know how you use it and how you like it, and what you're using it for. So I do have a really interesting announcement. There's something else I wanted to tell you guys about for homeschool, but it's slipping my mind right now. At any rate, if it pops back into my very busy and harried brain, I will put it on my Instagram account. So you can follow me, Danita Platt, on Instagram. I'll put it over there, or probably my Insta story. So what I wanted to tell you is that, oh gosh, look at that eye. What I wanted to tell you guys is that the youngest, Michael, over the summer, the people from, how do I say this? Michael's going to be on Food Network, on Kids Baking Championship. My little bundle of joy baking machine is going, he taped the show and is going to be on the show, and it starts January 1st, so just in a couple days, on Food Network. So please check my pumpkin out. I'm going to try to insert a picture of him here so that you can see him. So yeah, it was so exciting. We filmed it in New Orleans. You know, we packed up, got on a plane, went to New Orleans. It was a very, 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 very exciting. And he's really excited and proud of himself, and we're proud of him. And so get a second, pop over and check our little buddy out as he's baking all kinds of things to his heart's content and not helping me with my eating plan or my healthy lifestyle. Speaking of which, I've been going to the gym, so high five to me, boop. Excited about that. So guys, we're headed into 2018. What do you guys have on your list for homeschool? I am dying to know. What are you doing? Are you excited? What does the new year hold? What have you learned so far? Where are you going? Talk to me, inspire me, get my little wheels turning, because I'm taking these couple days to just look at it all and just step back from it. And I will say that halfway through, this was the absolute best choice for us. It really, really was. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. I'm gonna be back. We were up to our eyeballs in baking. Gabriel, follow Michael on Instagram. Michael's Desserts. I'll link it in the description box below so you can see what he's baking. Gabriel, so proud of him. He has started doing a comic book a day. So he's writing, he's my writer. And so I'm always trying to prompt him to do writing prompts. So we're always doing them with homeschool. So he has decided to do a comic page a day on Instagram. It's called Gabriel Comic Official. I will link it below. And it's about this little fella named Zach. And Zach Dakota is his name. He lives in Long Pine, Nebraska. And Gabriel is writing this. He's written the story already, and he's doing a comic a day. So you kind of get a page a day of this comic book. So have your kiddos follow him, check him out. He is increasing his writing skills and his illustrating skills, which is what he wants to do when he grows up. So, all right, guys. Oh, and put in the comments down below so I can follow you back. Okay? All right, we'll talk soon. I missed you guys. It was good. It was good chatting. See you soon. Bye.